When they hear Sandstorm and Sir Big Spur starts getting those claws sharpened, Williams-Brice Stadium comes alive in support of their South Carolina Gamecocks. Today, a pair of Pac-12 teams getting set to square off in a game that could have season-long implications. As we'll see, the Houston Cougars taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Houston ready to boot it deep and get this game going. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The inside handoff. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quarterback checking the play. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. First down here for the offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Oh, sick, nasty move, and he's loose. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They go to the ground. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the back. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. On the option, he'll pitch it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Houston wants to play fast. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Houston.
Fourth down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Davis looking to pass. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Slithers into space. Open runway ahead. The tag. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And to have a rushing touchdown or that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3-and-out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Trying play action. Lets it fly. Got his man downfield. Finds some fresh air. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
They're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Fast motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And here comes the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Houston, 7. South Carolina, 0.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Ortega. They're setting up the screen. At the 45 on his way. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Gain of 24. Good enough for a first down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Houston, 7. South Carolina, 0.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. The running back has it. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here comes the option. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone, and eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
1st and 10.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking for a man. It's Ortega. Got it set up on the outside. That's a live ball. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football.
And as a defense, you just want to steal some possessions, create some turnovers. You force the fumble. But, man, what a break for the offense to fall back on it. Those are moments that you just get a little bit frustrated because it's the luck of a bounce.
You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. Try to get it to the edge. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. He now has 91 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Davis will throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
So from the shadow of his goal post, he gets the punt away. And the returner will be dragged down. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. The give to the back. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Ortega, setting up the screen. He's run out of bounds, but not before, turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Taylor. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that one.
No gain on the play. 2nd down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. To the air, it's Ortega. He wants it all. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. UConn is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas A&M. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
He fires a bullet to the right. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Going for the big play. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, South Carolina. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the point after is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he's going to run it back. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Off play action on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Houston.
One more snap coming before halftime. To the air, it's Ortega. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Got it in stride inside the 20. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gamecocks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Oh, he's going to take a chance. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Houston offense comes onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. The RPO fire complete to the left, and they pick up just a few on that completion. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
And here comes the offense on second down. Leaves it with the back. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Turns it on down the left side. Past the 10. Touchdown, Cougars. And that one will give them the lead. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Davis looking to pass. He's right on target. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Man, he had to get rid of that thing. I don't even think he had time to find the laces, but he picks up the first down.
Yeah, that's a great job. You know, 3rd and short, the defense is bringing pressure. He sees the pressure, gets the football out, and gets just enough for the first down.
It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3.
6-9-1, Gators score.
He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Running back goes in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses and more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a hundo on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no mas. Get it together.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? 1st down for this offense. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Houston 21, South Carolina 14.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
3:25.
Davis will throw. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got some room to run. Running inside the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. The give to the tailback. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Houston. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. New Mexico is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside University Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to West Virginia. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll give it to the back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly. They'll throw it on first down. Lets it fly. Threads it inside the 10. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
This is an offense that has skill. They've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
With the run on first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Davis looking to pass. Touchdown Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Trying to bully their way in. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He's going to bring it out from deep. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah.
Gonna take a shot. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Offense getting set for first down.
29 Philly.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, no question. They've got to score a touchdown and get the 2-point conversion here. But that's a good start to this 2-minute drive. You always want to get it going. You want to get that momentum going, put the defense on their heels. They accomplished that with the last throw.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And imagine the defense in this scenario, right? You're up by one possession. You need to get to the quarterback. You've got to affect him. You're going to blitz or you're going to try to win one-on-one up front. They did it that time, hit him, and forced the incompletion.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop, and you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Davis will throw. Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they dialed up the shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Lawson. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
A 2-tier job for this offense. First get the touchdown, then the 2 to try to pull even here in the 4th quarter. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Inside the 40. The 30. At the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This possession will be a test after squandering that long. Unloads it downfield. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
That is how you step up for a defense right there. Force the turnover. Does not make this thing get close, right? I got a 2-possession lead. I get the ball back with, close to 3 minutes remaining. I'm sitting in a great spot. Offense, go get me some 1st downs.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The corners are walked up tight. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he'll be shoved out of bounds at the 3-yard line.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking.
Touchdown, Cougar! And the pummeling has started. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to...
Oh, look out. There he goes. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to throw it again. He's going up top here late in the game. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Motion from the offense. Trying to get the corner. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Caught in the backfield, it's Young. At the 35, he's open. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. He was really beating himself up over that interception and that loss last week. I know he's thrown a pick in this one, but he's looked much more certain.
And what you ask quarterbacks to do nowadays and how much you put on their plate, one mistake is okay. Those usually aren't the ones that are going to kill you. So one mistake, back-to-back weeks, that's fine. You just can't make multiple, but the team's winning this week, which is the most important stat that he cares about.
They'll toss it to the left. Fighting off the defender. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.